Today we're going to talk about, is it time for VYBZ Kartel to rebrand himself? Is it time for Kartel to change up what he does, rebrand himself, and come back again as a new person, probably the kind of person he had wanted to be from the very beginning? It's SoFlo TV, man. Come on, talk about this. Welcome to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. I warned Kartel. That is the headline of this thing. And I'm going to read some of it to you, and we're going to talk about it. Alright, so Queen Ifrica recently did an interview with The Observer, which is another paper out of Jamaica, and she was saying, this is how it went. Reggae singer Queen Ifrica has never been one to back down from offering her views on controversial topics, and hence, when asked by Splash of her views on the issue regarding allegedly recordings by incarcerated dancehall DJ VYBZ Kartel, she noted that the artist would not be in prison if he had listened to her. If Kartel didn't listen to me, he would not be in prison right now, said Queen Ifrica, because I warned him that this was coming. You see, the society that we live in, they will not tell you to stop the foolishness, but when you are forced to stop, they will not stand by you. Kartel learned that the hard way. The fact that his music is still so popular shows so much of the reach that he has. Young people love what he says, and a lot of what he sings about, like the bleaching and the partying and so on. But these are associated with certain products. This is where she took it really deep. These are associated with certain products, and some people out there want these products to move off the shelves. So in other words then, a section of society wanted Kartel to stop saying certain things and singing and promoting certain things, but at the same time there are some people who look at it as a business move for him. For instance, the people that must sell the bleaching products, right? Them want to know say bleaching turn up right now, and everybody want bleach because Kartel say bleach, right? So bleaching products are fly off of the shelf because Kartel promoting bleaching. Plain and simple, right? Queen Ifrica believes that the authorities should allow the incarcerated DJ to record from behind prison walls. Big up yourself for that, Queen Ifrica, because we're saying the same thing too. A talent like that should not be wasted. So she's saying that, yeah man, them if you allow him to record from behind bars, man. But, only if his music glorifies positive values. Now, before we even go any further, let me say this. Queen Ifrica, if you don't know who Queen Ifrica is, go look her up. She treated Nara from day one. Queen Ifrica, she's beautiful too, but Queen Ifrica has always been a beautiful sister that is all about upliftment and positivity. You know what I say? So I wouldn't expect her to say anything different. So she's saying that yes, she believes that Kartel should be allowed to record from behind bars, but only if his music that he is letting out from behind bars has a positive message to it. Alright. She goes on further to say, the powers that be needs to say, if Kartel is going to voice from jail, he needs to do positive songs with uplifting messages that is telling the youths them that it is not cool to stab up your friend because he has a better phone than you do. It is not cool to form gangs in schools. It is not cool for young girls to be having sex at 13 and 14. That, I would back that up. But I cannot give kudos to the negatives that has been promoted. The truth is, Jack Cure bust from prison. So the truth is, if Kartel is recording from prison, he is not the first. Okay? She hit the nail right on the head. And I totally agree with that point. What say you, SoFlo TV audience? But, let's go on. But, it must be in a positive way and stop getting the masses to quarrel with each other. Right? Said Queen Ifrica. She was also very critical of the recent threats leveled against Flex, the former member of the dancehall quartet TOK, for comments he made regarding the amount of airplay new material from VYBZ Kartel receives on local radio. There is a level of hypocrisy here that exists in our society, she said. Nick Cannon came to Jamaica and did the movie, right? king of the dancehall, which he is now promoting overseas. He is there glorifying the fact that he was able to get recordings from VYBZ KARTEL while he is incarcerated. And I'm wondering how people don't see that, like, them will go after Flex, but no one is saying anything about Nick Cannon upon these platforms saying, oh, the boss are record from prison. That said, if you are going to be mad at Flex, call in the foreigner as well. Hey, how y'all talk said it done a voice in a prison? If Cannon can talk about Kartel voicing from prison, then Flex should also be able to talk about him too. That is her opinion on that part. The part about Flex saying what he said and Nick Cannon saying what he said, the thing about it is this. Nick Cannon came to Jamaica, did what he did, and then got the hell out of Jamaica, and then started promoting him thing overseas. So what he was saying overseas, he never actually said that Kartel did, but he alluded to the fact that he did though, enough to say that, yeah man, because there's no other possible way. Unless, but at the same time, he left you to your own imagination, because it could be cut and splice from old tracks, but he's not saying how he did it. That is what Cannon said. It's kind of a different sentiment, right? Because honestly, two things here. One, Jamaicans act like them fear foreigners, especially foreigners that have a lot of money. Like somebody like Nick Cannon, you know, baby daddy, husband of Mariah Carey and these kinds of things. Them fear people of stature with money, especially if them come from foreign, right? So they get a little bit different treatment. Now, Flex also was looked at as a brother. He's from the same brotherhood, the same fraternity, the musical fraternity of dancehall and reggae music. And he's looked at as VYBZ KARTEL being a brother of that fraternity. So when Flex said what he said, it was more looked at as fighting to get in that space, crabbing a barrel. Nick Cannon wasn't fighting to get in that space. Nick Cannon owns a different space, right? And if anything, was lending more popularity to VYBZ KARTEL's brand, which we know as a cartel, their prison and family still have to be fed. His children still have to eat and them kind of thing there. So on that note, now let's talk about Kartel revamping himself. So I'm looking at pictures of Kartel in prison, or you know, every time I'm going to do a doctor visit or something, I may note or a court something, I may notice the boss now get no darker. Cause remember, you know, I did it black, you know. I mean black like me here. In the dark skin, really dark skin, right? And after the bleaching thing, in bleaching, turn up and take off, and in bleaching, reaching, and it never pitchy patchy and thing, smooth and even, and real light skin come out of VYBZ KARTEL. Me, I wonder if, not wondering if, but I'm saying, when is he going to get back to being black? Because, check it out, VYBZ KARTEL has some very powerful songs. And as soon as I find it, I'm going to link it to this, so you can hit the link in the description to hear, because I did a video before that was called The 10 Songs They Do Not Want Us to Keep On Playing from VYBZ KARTEL. And those songs, not one of them have a curse word in it. 10 songs, not one curse word in it. No degradation, no sex talk. It was all about upliftment and education for people like himself in positions like him in his earlier days in life then. In other words, I feel the youth them from the struggle. I feel the youth them from the ghetto. I feel the youth them will rise up out of their conditions. He was uplifting and teaching and educating in these songs. So VYBZ KARTEL can very well, and we know same versatile already. The man can sing, and me not even know say Kartel can sing, but Kartel can sing and can DJ. So he's already VYBZ KARTEL. So at this point in the game, Kartel is now over 40 years old, right? So at this point now in the game, should he continue to talk about continue to talk about gun talk and badman talk and these kinds of things, or should he rebrand himself now? Say, okay, the old material is out there, so make the old material go and play, but here I am now, rebranded. So those who want the full journey and full experience. Don't rob them, you know. Don't deny your old material. Still let it out, because I'm sure he has a lot, as we've been told, extensive archive of stuff that needs to be released and will be released. So make it come out. I just like, when me said did I go backslide anytime soon, and he did. I don't know if a backslide you want to call it. Brains and the Beat did a video on that. Mr. Vegas, she have the video clip upon our thing when Mr. Vegas was on the Jamrock cruise recently. Performed all his string of hits, even though he said he was in church, right? And he had left dancehall and gone to the church. So immediately after, they did an interview asking him about if he backslide and something. Him said, well, the people them want it. This was booked from before, and or the people them request is what you give them, and this kind of thing. So I'm saying, in the Kartel's case, let the whole thing play out. Make the young youth them come up, know of the Young VYBZ Kartel. See the struggle. Know about them old tune there. Know about how him did rough and rugged when him a come up and a gun talk and badman thing, and see the whole transition. Read his book. See his life story. And then transition into where he is now, if he was to rebrand himself. What do you think? What says you, SoFlo TV? Do you think it's time for VYBZ Kartel to actually rebrand himself? Because Queen Ifrica is saying, yes man, he should be allowed to record from prison. I totally agree with that. Emmanuel first would do it. Jack your boss from prison too. But I cannot support the Shegris. I cannot support the gunman tune and the shoot down your brethren them and or shoot down your brothers, and you know me I said them can encourage your sisters to be derogatory and lower ourselves in a certain manner. Then what I would encourage Queen Ifrica is saying she would encourage it for him to record from behind bars if the music is positive. If him a go sing about, and that's what, and remember Kartel started already. Cause remember when him and Mavado did a go at it, I think those were old tunes. I think the voice note was probably recorded from behind bars. And him said, him a talk to the school youth them, and he was saying, listen, this badness thing here, you know, worth it here. And put on the badness, go to school, get your education, youth. And you know, have nothing for proof to nobody. You know what I say? Listen to your parents, make your mama and your father them proud. Yeah? And no matter which part you come from, you hear me? Your life is special. Something like them kind of thing there. He started that journey already, and Kartel has always been teaching. I think now it's time, might be time for him to come full circle, right? Imagine if VYBZ Kartel come out of prison as a conscious artist. A conscious artist. Now means I'm have to go the whole route and go ras up on all them sitting there, you know. But I'm saying, imagine if he comes out a conscious artist. And then again, remember, Morgan Heritage said, you don't have to dread to be Rasta. This is not a dreadlock thing. Divine conception of the heart. So, that means, even if he must say, Ras philosophy, him not have to carry a bag of locks upon him head, right? He might not want to. It's SoFlo TV, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's a big up Queen Ifrica. All the time, always positive. I like the interview what she do, and I like the positive things that she said in that interview. She keep it real. Yeah? I'm out. Talk to me in the comment section. Peace.